You guys see that Trump is like kind of going insane on Twitter? Hold on, let me open up this tweet.
Have you?
It's really nice to see people being informed and learning about the news. Yeah. I like that people are tuning in for these segments.
You or someone you know been diagnosed with TDS?
This is illegal, by the way. More so than usual. Yeah, it usually has 0 fucking viewers on Twitch as an average. But now we're like up to 6, which is thumbs up for me.
Symptoms can be relentless. Fortunately, I'm Dr. Trump.
This is illegal, by the way. 100% illegal. It's illegal to impersonate a doctor.
And I have a treatment plan. Let's hear what some of my patients have to say.
I have been suffering for over a decade, and after listening to Dr. Trump, I can see some results.
Man, I've been suffering for years. I really didn't believe that was help out there. That was when I came across this video on TV.
I really thought I was a lost cause. This was gonna affect
Oh my
me
God,
for the
can we
rest
stop?
of my life. But after using the treatment plan, I can see a difference.
Do you realize how slow it is? I learned a lot from following you. It makes me so happy to find someone who inspires me to do research again. I used to be so burned out, but you make me want to get involved. Whoop, Goldberg? Whoopi Goldberg? Yeah, man. Like this, the thing is, like, it's so slowed down that even going to 1.25, this sounds like a regular conversation to me. And I'm glad I make you a little bit inspired, because I don't want to be on the doomerist side of things, because there's always a light somewhere that you can find.
I really wasn't sure I could help some of these people. They were so far gone, I wasn't really sure.
I had no idea how much this was affecting my life. My work is slowed down. I'm hardly recognizable anymore. I just needed help.
I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Constantly angry. I made everyone miserable around me.
So we're just like taking.
I feel like I've aged 20 years in the last 2
We're just taking actors' names.
Gave herpes to. We are working on a cure. If you're one of the Epstein victims I raped and
Oh!
gave herpes to, we are working on a cure that should be available.
Sorry, trigger warning for the R word.
I've been so
Press A.
concerned. I was really starting to worry about my future.
Rip and
Treatment
dip.
is simple.
I'll take a look.
Turn off. Fake news. Say your prayers, and if you ever feel anxious, just have a Diet Coke like me, and you're going to see a remarkable difference in your...
He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Like, look at this shit, dude. He's talking to AI.
The Panama Canal, your greatest achievement?
Well. Right then, yes.
Good answer.
The canal stands as one of my proudest battles. No
Jesus. Pigeon Doobers, message and talks what Rip and Dip did. I like being informed, doomer stuff or not, forcing me to think about how to use my life to help and change the situation or attempt to. True.
question. But greatness is a strange thing. It isn't always the biggest or boldest job that matters most.
By the way, Roosevelt was the beginning of so much progressive action. To announce that there must be no criticism of the president or that we should stand by the president, right or wrong, is not only unpatriotic and servile, but morally treasonable to the American public. Just had a great conversation with President Teddy Roosevelt. What the fuck, dude?
Panama Canal showed what America could achieve if we held steady and acted fast when the world dragged its feet. That said, I measure my greatest work by the lives improved. Parks set aside, food and drugs made safe, the square deal given to all.
True, food and drugs made safe. Does he think this is actually Roosevelt? I mean, maybe.
Not just to a few. Still, when I stood in the mud watching those steam shovels, knowing ships would pass through, changing the world's
Panama Canal, which historically had no issues, by the way.
map forever, I felt I'd left a mark that would last.
Okay, you did. Thank you. Do you consider the Panama Canal your greatest achievement?
Not even going to be offensive, but I'm pretty sure this is a glaring sign of going senile at this point. He wants to do a fucking speech, by the way. He wants to do a 3-hour-long speech on the 4th of July. Oh.
MS Now political analyst Tim Miller, former Republican governor of North Carolina Pat McCrory, MS Now senior White House reporter.
If the old bitch wants to, if the old senile fuck wants to do a 3-hour-long speech in 100-degree heat,
Vaughn Hilliard and MS Now senior legal reporter Lisa Rubin, because there's a legal angle to this. Okay, Vaughn, is the White House really concerned about Saturday?
Absolutely. I mean, look at the event production that we have seen over the course of the last week and the National Mall. And there are serious questions that when you're looking at 100-degree temperatures on Saturday, you're looking at the reality that because the president wants to deliver a primetime speech at 9 p.m., which is usually when the fireworks go off.
At 9 p.m., dude? That's like one of the hottest points of the day.
On the National Mall every year, that they're looking at a 2-hour delay of the fireworks not starting until 11 p.m.
A 2-hour delay?
And the fact is that because the president is going to be there, there is going to be a U.S. Secret Service apparatus that is large, one that is going to require folks to go through magnetometers to get into the event and be out in the sun.
Guys, I'm looking at the weather. High of 98. At 9 p.m., it's going to be like almost 90. It'll be like 80 degrees. And potentially raining with like middle to high humidity.
Whether they are going to come out. Typically, the National Mall is a welcoming event annually for folks across the.
Trump ruins everything for everybody. Remember, he did this with the Knicks game. He ruined it for pretty much everyone in attendance. I'm gonna pull that over.
DC area, people that fly in from out of town. But I was talking to one person who is very familiar with the production team that is a part of this, and they put it to me very skeptically, believing that this is going to look like a typical Trump rally, that only the most loyal supporters of the president are going to be coming to this event. He has made this an overtly political event. Initially, a commission was started back in 2016, a bipartisan one on Capitol Hill, passed through legislation to fund and ultimately plan and coordinate these types of commemorative events. But there was another organization, an outside, effectively a political arm with Trump allies named Freedom 250 that ultimately hired the firms behind this event. And
dude, imagine he gets assassinated. Imagine this is the time. America 250. Holy fuck, he'd be so martyred. Pretty much every one of his supporters would like die on a cross for his image at this point.
And are the ones orchestrating it. And you have Donald Trump himself saying that this is going to be the biggest political Trump rally yet, at the same time that they're planning a fireworks show that is going to be 10 times that of a normal National Mall fireworks show, which health experts are telling us at MS Now they have deep concerns over the health.
Okay, remember, like, have you guys seen the videos of people walking out of Trump rallies after like an hour of it starting? They do that because they're only paid for an hour. So there's going to be a bunch of people paid to be there for an hour and then they'll leave.
Health and concerns that could cause for older folks, for folks that with asthma. So there is a lot at play here coming into Saturday, one in which there's deep questions about exactly what that crowd will look like for the president come Saturday night.
All right, let's play Donald Trump talking about how he's going to battle the heat. This is him from yesterday.
Sorry to interrupt.
I love you, man, but
On July 4th, it's going to be approximately 107 degrees out.
Also, by the way, Trump was... This is the same rally. Trump threesome.
Son sitting there. I think I'm going to give one to myself, one to them, and we'll have a threesome, okay? I'll pick out one of the two. I'll give them the Congressional Medal of Honor for something, for their genius at hunting. And I'll get one for taking on Russia, or something. You know?
The people in this background have to be like actually dumb as human beings on Earth.
And I'm going to go and I'm going to make a really long speech just to show that I can do anything.
Tim,
you're gonna fucking collapse, dude. You're actually gonna collapse.
when he said that, I immediately thought of the drunk history of William Henry Harrison, the story, I mean, that TV show was really funny, but just the story of what happened to him when he gave his inaugural speech. He wanted to prove that he was still tough. He was 68 years old. He was old, for the time at least. And he didn't wear a coat, and it was very cold, snowy and rainy. And about 30 days later, he succumbed to illness and died. One of the shortest presidencies that we've ever had in this country, or the shortest presidency. It does just like, there's all the times where Donald Trump is just fighting against an uncomfortable parallel in history. And here's another one.
Yeah. Well, this presidency has been a lot longer than that.
Yeah. Trump. I come back to the stream and I hear Trump threesome.
One, and it feels even longer. Here we are talking about it. Wouldn't many of them rather just watch it on their big screen and go out and set off sparklers and hang out with their friends in the air conditioning? And it just seems extremely unappealing. This is what happens when you're a megalomaniac. He only thinks about himself. The original idea for this was that there's going to be a lot of musicians and fanfare, and it would be a
musicians whose glasses will show an empty crowd.
Moment to remember the history of the country, and you can understand why people might want to do that and like bring their kids to it and kind of experience it. He changed it from that to being a Trump rally. It's going to be really hot. It's going to be really late at night. He says it's going to be long. That's his pitch. I think it's going to be pretty empty.
Let me play folks that have been going to this Great American Fair. We're showing some images of it right now, and how their visit has been.
What brings you to the 250th State Fair?
We got married in 1976, so it's 50 years tomorrow. So,
are you surprised about how empty it is at all, or no?
Well, a little bit. Remembering back to the 1976, this place was a mob, and
that fair was packed.
Yes.
And it was here on the mall.
Yeah. Yeah. In 1976, it was great. There are a lot of people that aren't coming for whatever reason, but it's come down here. So
it's a shit show. Yeah, I don't know, man. Trump is losing it. He's so obviously going senile too.